So if I had to ask you what the worst Roblox game development studio, I feel like a lot of people would come to the same answer very quickly. Now, there definitely is a lot of different Roblox game development studios that are pretty bad and do a lot of unfair, scummy practices, but one of them outshines quite literally all of them, and that one would be Gamefam Studios. Now, you might be wondering, Schlep, how is this the most hated, most disliked Roblox game development studio? Well, I think we have to go all the way to the very beginning on why people dislike this game development studio so much. But before I actually get into all that, I want to say the reason people dislike this studio isn't because of the individual developers. A lot of the people at Gamefam are like extremely talented people, but it's just the higher ups and the people that run Gamefam are truly the people that make people dislike Gamefam so much. But to give you guys a full explanation, we are going to start at the very beginning. So Gamefam Studios, they began around 2019, and they started acquiring immediately some of the biggest games on the sites. Just a few to list off the top of my head is like Roblox, a huge Friday Night Funkin game, and they also went ahead and developed a very awesome, very impressive Sonic game on Roblox. But a lot of the Roblox community didn't really like this straight from the get-go, and there's a very valid reason to it. Roblox is primarily a platform that consists of individual developers or like, you know, groups of small indie teams. But seeing a corporate company like Gamefam step in and start purchasing all of these games, it just had a really sour taste in a lot of people's mouths. But I feel like the first major point of why people dislike Gamefam is what I'm going to be talking about right now, and it's because they're so freaking corporate. I just want to talk about this tweet here, and I think this is the first real controversy I can think of relating back to Gamefam, and they made a post on Twitter, and it said, "Like this post if you play Roblox." I mean, I'm sorry, but dude, it would be like if I made a community post, like this post if you play Roblox. It's just so out of touch, and it's extremely cringe, and you saw massive YouTubers like John Roblox, Laughability, tons of different people coming out of the woodwork to just clown on them in videos, and not even just videos, people were commenting on them. I mean, oh my gosh, if we scroll through the hidden comments on here, it is absolutely atrocious what some of the people were writing in here. But I mean, it really just shows this is how out of touch the platform was with Roblox. Like, I don't even need to go that graphically into detail on why making a post like that just comes off as out of touch. It comes off as if this company just knows nothing about Roblox, the community, the players, and they're just like, you know, making stupid posts like that to go ahead and farm engagement off of people so they go and play their crappy games. Like, I don't know, it just didn't really make a lot of sense. That was definitely on the more of extreme sides of, you know, very cringy corporate posts, but even to now they are still posting cringy corporate stupid posts to try to farm engagement out of people on Twitter. I don't even know why they even continue to use Twitter, because they literally get bullied in every reply section. It's a little funny, to be honest. But that is not the only controversy from Mr. Gamefam Studios. I want to talk about one of their worst controversies, and this one was a pretty gross and slimy one in my opinion. It's definitely up there on the bad things Gamefam has done, and this one is, you guys might have remembered the Friday Night Funkin game I talked about that they acquired. Well, that game was not made without the Friday Night Funkin original developers' permission, and I remember, I think they had a post on Twitter talking about how Sonic was now going to be in Friday Night Funkin, and the developers of Friday Night Funkin actually responded to this and like, wait, Sonic is in Friday Night Funkin? And then they actually went ahead and started threatening litigation against them, which is completely fair. You can't take someone else's property and then like add microtransactions and all of that. Like, Friday Night Funkin's developers have been very nice in letting people make their own, you know, fan games of Friday Night Funkin', but there's a difference when you are making a game solely to monetize it and just for profit. I think that was one of the stipulations with actually making a fan game on Friday Night Funkin', is that you can't actually have any, you know, microtransactions microtransactions or transactions in general. But the Friday Night Funkin' developers were not happy about it, and they said that they were talking about litigation, and nothing really happened after that other than, you know, commentary videos being made on them. Remember, Kaneko made a video, John Roblox, a lot of other people made videos on this because, of course, it's very scummy. And I think this is where the worst apology that I've ever written on Twitter came from. They went ahead and apologized to the Roblox community with this amazing post here. We are going to read this. Wait, I'm actually blocked by Gamefam. Let me get on an incognito tab. So Gamefam wrote a post stating a statement about a recent event surrounding Gamefam, and it's definitely very funny if you read this post because they do not at all address any concerns people had with the company purchasing some of the biggest games on Roblox and then, you know, being very corporate, distant, out of touch with the community. They didn't address that at all, and they wrote a post just saying we're cool. That's the whole post. It literally just says we are awesome. I'm not even gonna read this full post because it's like massive and a whole thing, but there's a TLDR. We live and love for our teammates and our community, and we're committed to creating an environment where everyone can thrive, and we're doing it. So yeah, very cringe, and you could see right here with the 125 retweets and 2,000 quote retweets, people were not very happy about that. Like, just what a way to spit in the face of everybody. Like, you know, like, give an actual apology. Hey, we're sorry for, you know, stealing these people, these indie developers' assets, and then going ahead and monetizing it and turning it into a microtransaction haven. Like, I don't know, it came out as very out of touch and very corporate, as per usual with Gamefam. But guys, that is not the worst Gamefam has done. We are gonna talk about the true bread and butter of why people dislike Gamefam, especially now as it's been revealed that they aren't one of the best companies on Roblox. The tragic thing here is they aren't treating the developers right. Like I said at the start of the video, this video is not meant to hate on any of the developers who work for Gamefam. All of them are extremely talented and passionate developers. You can especially see that in Sonic Simulator, and I still think that is easily one of the best games that have came out of Roblox. I used to play that all the time back in the day. The real faults all come from the management and the people who own Gamefam. That's what we're talking about today. It's not at all the developers, and the sad part is the people who put the most time and effort into the games and go ahead and work their butts off to create some truly special things are getting taken advantage of. And yeah, that really does suck a lot. And they weren't being paid what they should be, and that's extremely tragic. But to figure out how the working environment was behind the scenes with this NLRB complaint was truly horrible, and we're gonna actually read this. So there was a message out here written. The title was something way worse, but I think they went ahead and changed it. It said Sonic Simulator Super NFL Tycoon Dev Gamefam settles with NLRB, and if you go ahead and read this, it's very, very sad, and I'm going to pretty much summarize what happened. So the owner of Gamefam, the CEO of Gamefam, caught one of his employees talking about pay to his other colleagues, and apparently this is what it says here. He absolutely blew the lid at me. He said in quotes, "Do you think it's good to go among your colleagues and spread dissatisfaction? You need to be seen here as a leader if you want to stay here any longer." And then he was fired, and the worst part is he was promised bonuses and stuff like that on his leave, and he never got any of that. So that really just shows you how evil, I guess, Gamefam is behind the scenes. They actually went ahead and settled with this person, and I think they gave him all of his bonuses, and they also had to put out a statement to their employees saying that you can actually talk about pay, which is very sad and gross. And I think this leads me to the final few points of this video, which things are kind of going haywire. So you know, I've been doing a little trolling with the Gamefam. I used to reply to their tweets until they blocked me with like pay your employees fair, and I'd ratio them every single tweet, but they, like I said, they blocked me. But I want to talk about the reason why I'm making this video today. I want to clarify, I'm not sure how real this is. I just saw this in my feed on Twitter, and they posted something here, and it is a ban on Roblox. And if you actually read through this, it pretty much states that they banned someone because of putting the Gamefam Wikipedia onto Roblox. Apparently this is considered harassment, and it was an account deletion. It says your account has been deleted for creating, promoting, or participating in inappropriate behavior. This is a violation of our terms of use. And I'm not sure this is actually real or not, but I'm gonna go ahead and probably state it probably isn't real. But on the off chance that it is, it will be absolutely wild to see if Roblox is actually taking action against people for showing their diss voice to a major player in the Roblox scene that people just genuinely don't like. But if they actually do start banning accounts, I'll probably be the first one to go, because I love trolling Gamefam too much. Like, I wrote this whole fake apology on Twitter to Gamefam, stating, "Dear Gamefam, I'm sorry for continuously ratioing you on Twitter over the fact that you don't pay your workers a fair wage. Over the last few months, I've been really hurt over my block, and I will never mention the fact you unpay your employees again." And then I just wrote, "Don't tell them, guys, when I'm unblocked, I'm gonna ratio them again." And then, like, I just troll a little bit on the Twitters with the Game Famsters, and you know, I gotta say, it'd be very disappointing to see if Roblox is actually going to go ahead and moderate people for just showing their diss voice of a company that underpays their employees and completely out of touch with the Roblox community. I don't know. It'll be interesting to see what happens with all that. But I just thought it would be fun today to talk about the history of Gamefam, because there is a lot of history. And, you know, a lot of people are kind of confused when I mention Gamefam so much. That's why I call you guys my Game Famsters. You guys might see in the videos, like, I'll occasionally start the video, "Hey, Game Fams," it's just because it's funny. But yeah, that's pretty much all the things I wanted to talk about with y'all today. If you guys liked today's video, make sure you smash that like button and go follow me over on Twitter if you want to see some more Game Fam trolling on the Twitters. It's at Real Schlep. But anyways, gamers, I think this is gonna be where we wrap up today's video. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out, guys.